First of all, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Hi.
Why did you choose Japan for this trip?
So, we're studying right now at Seinagakuin Daigaku. Studying Japanese right now. We're in a program in Fukuoka.
In Fukuoka.
Hi.
How long have you been in Fukuoka?
For about 5 days.
5 days?
Not quite a week. Yeah.
Yeah, not quite.
When are you going back to US?
Almost a month from now for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm the
You too?
same. The program has about 3 weeks left, and then
3 weeks
yeah,
back,
and then I'm traveling for about a week after. I think.
Oh.
Well,
I see.
yeah.
Why are you studying?
Well, I'm really interested in Japanese culture. I was introduced when I was a little kid from my uncle about like Japanese sweets and stuff like that.
I
So
see.
I started seeing that more and more. I started watching anime. I started listening to Japanese music. Eventually, I'll just end up coming here and study.
I see. Which anime do you like?
Oh, so desu ne. I like Dororo. A very old anime called Dororo.
Dororo. I know.
Dororo. 知ってますか?
Yeah, I know. Osamu Tezuka?
はい、Osamu Tezuka.
Yeah.
はい、
I know.
一番が好き。
Really?
That's my favorite anime, Dororo.
How are you? Naruto.
Yeah. So during the COVID quarantine, my roommate at college showed me an anime, Attack on Titan. I'm sure you know. And after that, I just got really into it.
Yeah.
I got into creative writing at school, and I'm just like really, I think, and like I've seen a ton of anime since then, and I think like a lot of what I write is kind of inspired by that. And I also just wanted to come to Japan. I think like, there's so much I like about the country. Like the people here are so nice. The food is great. The food
Yeah.
is cheap, and like the nature, the buildings, architecture, everything is just so beautiful and picturesque. Like I just love being here. It's awesome. I'm glad I chose to come here.
Why do you choose Fukuoka? Because there are many other big cities in Japan. Example, Tokyo or Osaka.
Yeah. For a program, it was here, but even though there were other programs like Tokyo and like Osaka, I wanted to come to Fukuoka because I was really interested because I had friends from Hakata. And I had
really?
friends that lived here.
Really?
So I was introduced about Fukuoka from them, about what it's like, about the yachtais and
yeah?
the bin and stuff like that. So that piqued my interest a bit. And that is really close to Korea too.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
interesting.
Have you had any Japanese-like experiences?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday we went to a yatai, pretty
Yeah.
close to here, and yeah, I mean his Japanese is a little better than mine, but we were with another friend of ours who speaks pretty well,
Really?
and we were talking with a couple of locals, which was
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Drinking and talking.
drinking and talking, just again super nice people, super friendly, like really very welcoming to tourists, which was like
Yeah.
really
That's
really
why I
nice.
like the yachtai, so you can just sit down and meet local people while you
Yeah.
drink, you know.
What initial image in your mind about Japanese like?
Before coming here, I kind of have the image, like I have good images, but one of the big images is like strict. Kibishi. I feel like
Yeah.
they're strict, but it's good that they're strict in some ways because then you have order and cleanliness like you do here. So that's one of the things that comes to mind about
I
Japanese
know.
people, that they're strict. They're strict, but they're smart while doing so.
I think something I thought was that like Japanese people are very polite, but
Right,
also
yeah.
very like shy and quiet. And I think that's been a huge surprise since I got here is how open everyone is. Not even open, like eager to talk with me and to get to know me. Yeah, like I'm the one who's shy, and everyone else is coming to me and starting conversations, and I'm having to follow along. So yeah, that's been a huge surprise.
Yeah, because Fukuoka compared to Tokyo people don't talk as much, I feel like. But I've heard Fukuoka, people are a bit more open.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it's not as cold.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a less busy city. It's more. It's not. New York is like that as well. No one looks at you. You just everyone does their own
Mind your
thing.
business.
You know. Yeah.
You haven't been any other city yet?
Yeah,
No yet.
I have not. No.
You're gonna plan to any other prefecture?
Yes, I will be. After this, I think we both are traveling after this, but I'm going to Osaka,
Kyoto.
and Tokyo, and I'm also planning on climbing Fuji-san.
Fuji-san, yeah, that's good way to know about Japan. If you could bring something back to your hometown from Japan, what would you like to bring?
Onsen.
Onsen. It's hard to bring.
Really, I would say how clean and picturesque everything is. In America, at least where I live, it seems kind of like buildings are just put there just to be there. Here,
A lot of them are abandoned and stuff.
yeah, everything looks so nice. There's no trash, no litter anywhere.
Which is crazy because there's like no trash cans.
Trash cans everywhere. Yeah.
But people just carry it with them and then take it off. Like, it's crazy how clean it is. You could never.
The cleanest place I've ever been, and it's a city. So like that should tell you a lot, you know.
Yeah. Would you like to visit Japan again?
For sure. If I visit Japan again, I would like to go like to Hokkaido
Hokkaido.
and go around and like go to the Ainu villages and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would also love to come back. I feel like I would love to go to Hokkaido, but even in Kyushu, and I'm going to Kansai after. Even there, there's just so many things I want to see, so many things I want to do. It's impossible to do it all in one trip.
People think it's a very small country, but there's a lot of places you can go.
There's so many
There's
places.
so much.
Yeah, so many places.
cities. They're all unique. Like,
Yeah. There are very unique places.
yeah.
You should come back again.
I would love to. I would
Yeah.
love to.
Lastly, what message would you like to convey to people who are considering to visiting Japan?
If you're feeling shy and nervous, don't be. There's a lot to handle and a lot of things to cover, but you don't need to rush yourself as much as you think you do.
Yeah.
You just take your time. People are considerate when you're a gaijin. If you're a tourist, you don't know where to go. People are considerate and kind.
Yeah.
I've been helped many times since I've been here about ordering or even where I'm going.
Yeah.
So just keep in mind, people are kind here. They won't ignore you always.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. It's definitely very intimidating walking into a store or a restaurant and you know nobody there. You can't communicate with anyone, but all the people I've met, not even the workers, like the other people, the other customers, always very helpful, always help me do whatever I'm trying to do, and like everything, as difficult and intimidating as it's been, everything's worked out fine. So, like he said, just you'll be nervous, but don't be nervous.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate. Hello.
Hey,
Can you tell me your name?
my name is Simon.
Simon. Where are you from?
I'm from England.
England. Have you come to Japan for tourism?
Just for travel, yeah.
Just for travel. How long have you been in Japan?
Over 4 weeks now.
4 weeks now?
Yeah.
Long vacation or something?
Yeah, I was studying in Taiwan
Really?
for a year,
For a year?
and then after that course was finished in Taiwan, I'd always wanted to come to Japan, and because Taiwan is so close,
Yeah, so
it
close.
made sense to go to Japan, have this sort of long trip, and then go back to the UK afterwards.
Oh, really? You finished your course?
That's right.
1 year course?
Yeah, it was 1 year.
What prompted you to decide to visit Japan?
I've wanted to come to Japan since I was like very young because I've always been interested in Japan. I speak a bit of Japanese,
Really?
yeah, but maybe lacking confidence to speak it. I had a few opportunities in the past to come to Japan, but it never worked out. Like something always happened to stop me from coming. Most recently, I was actually going to come to Japan. I was going to come to Kumamoto University to study
University.
Japanese for a year.
Really?
But because of the coronavirus, it was cancelled.
Yeah.
I couldn't come to Japan. Put it off for a while, and it doesn't look like I'm going to have another opportunity to do something like that. But I've managed to come to Japan and travel for over a month. So I'm happy, finally got here and it worked out.
So what did you study in Taiwan?
Chinese.
Chinese. Were you learning about language?
Yeah, my major is in languages.
Oh, really?
So I study Chinese mainly. I do a bit of Japanese. But to be honest, most of the Japanese that I learned was by myself before going into university. So,
I see. Can you describe your impression of Japan?
pretty good on the whole.
Pretty good.
You know, yeah. As I said, I've always been interested in Japan, so it's been pretty great being able to go to all of the places that I've always wanted to go to, like Kyoto.
Yeah.
I could go to so many places, like Kinkakuji.
Oh, you visited
Yeah.
already?
I've been to quite a few places.
Oh, really?
already,
So-
because I've been here for a month, so as you can imagine, sort of from Tokyo,
From Tokyo.
working my way towards Kyushu, I've managed to go to quite a few places.
How many prefectures you visited?
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
So places I've been to, Tokyo,
Tokyo.
Kamakura, then I went to Kyoto, Hikone, Osaka, Himeji, Kobe, Nara, while I was in Osaka. I also went to Koyasan.
Koyasan. I never been there.
It's quite cool. I liked it there. I really liked Okuno-in.
Yeah.
Okuno-in.
Yes.
It was very beautiful there. But then I went to Shikoku. I went to Takamatsu.
Really?
I also went to Marugame.
Marugame.
Yeah, Marugame. I went to Shodoshima, Megijima,
Yeah. Mekijima?
Onigashima.
Yeah.
Then my friend, one of my Japanese friends, recommended
Ah, really?
that I went there. I also went to Okayama, Hiroshima,
Hiroshima?
Kurashiki,
Kurashiki? Yeah.
Iwakuni. Then I've been to Beppu, Kokura, Kagoshima, Aso, Kumamoto, obviously Fukuoka, Hakata.
Many places you've been.
And I've been to Nagasaki.
Oh,
That's about
you know a lot about Japan
Yeah.
already. Which city do you like the most?
I really like Kyoto,
Kyoto.
but there were a lot of tourists there. It was
Yeah,
very
I know.
busy. I was really looking forward to going to Kiyomizu Dera, and I did go, but it's, as you can imagine, it was like so many tourists.
Yeah.
That sort of balcony, sort of that everyone wants to see, like it was just full of tourists just covered in them. So. But surprisingly, I actually quite like Nagasaki.
Nagasaki.
I only went there on a day trip,
Yeah.
but I wish I'd spent a bit longer there because there was just something I liked about it. It just felt it had a lot of like character
Yeah.
because of the foreign influence, because there were more like churches and things. There was more Western looking architecture,
Yeah.
but there was some Chinese influence.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
some
yeah,
Chinese
yeah.
architecture.
Mixture.
Yeah, I went to a temple and they have like this red Ming style arch, and the whole temple is kind of more Chinese in style, and it was quite interesting to see in Japan, I suppose.
What initial image did you have in mind about Japanese like?
I guess my sort of impression about what Japan was going to be like was all based on my interactions with Japanese people, and they tend to be a bit more reserved.
Yeah.
They don't talk very openly about what they want and what they think and stuff like that. And so I kind of figured maybe it would be a bit difficult talking to people and like making friends and stuff like that. And it's not always been like that. I think maybe quite a lot of Japanese people aren't really too keen on talking to strangers, especially if they're like obviously a foreigner like me,
Yeah.
and they don't know whether I speak any Japanese. And if I do speak Japanese, they don't know whether my Japanese is terrible. You know. I have had some opportunities though, where it's like I've had good conversations in Japanese with people and like managed to interact a bit more with people. So that's not been exactly how I imagined. I thought no one would talk to me. Like, one thing I wasn't prepared for. I didn't realise how much things were like automated in Japan. Like there's like a machine for everything. Like you go to like a restaurant sometimes, like a ramen place.
Yeah.
It's like a machine you have to get the ticket out of. I remember the first time I went to one, I went up and like was like asked if there was a menu or something. They were like, and it was like ticket,
Yeah,
and
ticket.
I was like, and I was so confused. And I still find it very strange because it's just in my head. I'm just thinking, why can't I just go up to the guy and say, this is what I want, just give him the money? And it seems very strange. I have to put the money in the machine, get the ticket, then give it.
That's strange system. I think so too.
Yeah.
Did you have any Japanese like experiences?
I mean, not as many as I would have wanted, because there are a lot of things I would have liked to have seen, like in terms of more cultural stuff. I've seen a lot of the famous places, and, like the architecture and stuff like that, but I would have liked to have seen like more of like, I don't know, something like Kabuki or something like
yeah.
that. I really wanted to see Bunraku,
Bunraku?
but it's kind of like off season in like
Yeah.
Osaka. In Osaka they do a lot of Bunraku, and they have the national Bunraku theatre there. But I think maybe later in July is when the Bunraku performances start, so I'm just a bit too early. I could have stayed a bit longer or gone back to Osaka after this, then maybe I could have seen some. But did see Kagura.
Kagura.
Yeah, I saw Kagura in Hiroshima. I didn't really know anything about Kagura. Like I know a bit about like kabuki and bunraku, no, but like I had no idea what to expect from.
But how did you feel that?
I mean, it's very interesting in a
Yes.
sort of chant-like way. And then later on, there were some surprises that kind of like, because I kind of thought, oh, I get it, it's kind of like this. And then a few unusual things happened like later on. And it was just like
unusual.
kind of, but yeah, it was really good. And then afterwards, we could actually like go up onto the stage and kind of talk to the actors a bit. It was a little awkward because there were so many people and everyone was just taking pictures of the actors. But it was a cool experience. I wish I'd had more opportunity to do stuff like that, but maybe just the wrong time of year.
Yeah. When are you leaving from Japan?
17. So
Oh, soon.
yeah, not too long now. I'm gonna go from Fukuoka
Oh,
airport
yeah.
and go back to Taiwan and then Taiwan go home.
If you could bring something back to your hometown from Japan, what would you like to bring?
But I went to Kompira-san.
Kompira-san? Yeah.
And there was
Shikoku.
like, yeah, I was in Shikoku, and on like the what's it, the sandal, like leading up to it, there were a lot of like shops and things.
Yeah.
And one of the shops had like, I guess it was all wood carvings and stuff like that, and they had some like masks that were like kind of like masks, like carved from wood, and they looked really impressive. And they were selling them, but they were so expensive. But like, if I'd had the money, I would have bought one.
Oh, you want to buy.
with me, but they were so expensive. Yeah. I guess a lot of skill has gone into making them being carved from wood. So.
Yeah. Would you like to visit Japan again?
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Definitely.
There's lots of things that I mean, because it being Tsuyu and the sort of weather not being.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of luck, so I suppose I can't complain. When I was in Tokyo, it was rainy some of the time, but we had some good days as well. And when I was in Kyoto, it was like clear basically the whole time.
Oh, really?
So I was very lucky.
Yeah, very lucky.
It was maybe only when I went to Shikoku that like I had a few bad days.
Ah.
Where it's like, yeah, I couldn't really make
Heavy
it
raining.
because it was quite rainy, yeah. And since I've come to Kyushu as well, while I was in Hiroshima it was okay, but since I've come to Kyushu, the weather's been pretty bad. I was very excited to go to Aso because Aso was like one of the main places I wanted to go to. But the day that I had set to go there, the weather was just terrible. It was just so cloudy, so rainy. I went to the top of like Mount Aso, but you couldn't go to the crater to see the volcano because it was too foggy, so it was dangerous, so they didn't want people going. And I was so disappointed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's my fault, like coming during Tsuyu. All my Japanese friends were saying, "Oh, it's better not to come to Japan in Tsuyu. It's not a very pleasant time." It's been good, and it's my first time. I'm sure I'll have other times where.
You've got reason for coming back.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't see Mount Fuji.
Yeah,
I didn't-
you should.
Next time I will
Next
definitely
time.
make an effort to maybe to Aso. And I mean, there's still so much. You know, I haven't been to like the north of Honshu.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Hokkaido.
Yeah.
You know, so there's still loads to see. You know. I mean, if I could, I would like to come back and live in Japan for a while. It's just I don't know whether I'll have the opportunity. You know, I study Asian languages, and I would really love to come back and like live somewhere in Asia. You know, maybe Taiwan because I like Taiwan. It's very close to Japan, so it'd be easy to
very close.
travel.
So lastly, what message would you like to convey to people who are considering visiting Japan?
I think a lot of people, especially from sort of Europe and you know the UK, they have this impression that like going to Japan is like very expensive, and it is. it is quite expensive. But there are ways that you can like save money. I think coming during Tsuyu might have actually saved me money because like I'm not very good at planning very far ahead. You know, I was sort of making it up as I was going along. Sort of, I kind of want to go here, but I don't know where. Oh, I'll go now. And then, so like I was booking hotels very last minute, and I think maybe a busier time of year for tourism in Japan, that would be very expensive because all the cheaper hotels would get booked up really quickly, and I would end up having to like get like a more expensive hotel. But I think because it's Tsuyu and there are fewer tourists, I think I was able to get away with it for the most part. Although, because of the festival, Gion,
Yamakasa.
I think the prices have gone up in
This
stuff like that a
moment,
bit. But generally, I think, you know, there are ways to make it cheaper. You know, you can stay in like hostels and the capsule hotels and don't
That's
eat in
true.
the most expensive places. found some really cheap places to eat food and stuff like that. Surprisingly, like where the food's still been really good. It's there's ways you can save money as long as you don't go crazy. And I've done so much, you know what I mean. And I don't feel like I've spent as much as I thought I was going to. So just come to Japan. Don't worry about the money. Just try to save what you can. Is the message, I suppose.
Thank you so much. Are you enjoying Japan?
Yes, so far, yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Rachel.
Rachel. Where are you from?
I'm from the United States.
Yeah, United States. Which part of
Minnesota,
Minnesota?
north part.
How long have you been in Japan?
Just 2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks. So when did you arrive?
June 28th.
June 20th.
Yeah, I hope that's 2 weeks now. The math is going to be exposed.
Oh, yeah, almost 2 weeks. Are you coming to Japan for traveling?
I'm here with a dance company.
Yeah.
So we're performing.
Performing.
We've been performing for 2 weeks. We've got another week of tour. We're going all around the country.
Really?
Yeah. And today just happened to be a day off, so I'm glad that I got to get over here and see some stuff.
What type of dance?
It's Irish dance.
Irish dance.
Like from Ireland. The dance company is based in Chicago, but it's
Irish dance.
Yeah, it's Irish dance, like from Ireland.
How many people coming together?
18 dancers.
18?
Plus we travel with a band and a crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huge group.
Yeah, huge group. Altogether there's like 28 of us.
But today you are.
Today I'm alone.
No. It's easy.
Yeah. It's easier to move fast
Yeah.
that way. And there's so much I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Kind of, set off on my own.
Yeah. Can you describe your impression of Japan so far?
It's a good question. We've been to 10 cities so far.
10 cities already?
Yeah. And I'm glad that we're getting to do that because I think each city is really different from each other. I feel like a lot of people probably just see Tokyo and think, oh, okay, this is Japan. But it's not like that at all. There's a lot more going on.
Can you tell me which city have you?
Oh, yeah. We flew into Hakodate, Osaka, Sendai, Nagoya. We did Tokyo,
Tokyo?
Shirakawa.
Shirakawa? Really?
Yeah, it was small. It was really interesting.
Yeah.
Very small. I think that's all so far. We're also going, Musashino. We're also doing shows in
Kumamoto?
and Mie.
Mie? Yeah. Which city you like the most? Fukuoka. Did you have any Japanese experiences during your stay? Something like you have already tried Japanese food, right?
And ramen, sushi,
Yeah.
okonomiyaki. That was really fun.
Have you ever visited any other temple or shrine?
Yeah.
Many.
Seen a couple shrines.
Couple shrines.
Yeah. I'm still not quite sure how to act at them. Mostly just kind of look because
Yeah.
I don't want to
Actually, it's difficult for Japanese too.
Yeah.
Younger Japanese
if you're
generation.
not religious. Yeah.
What initial image did you have in mind, Japanese before come to Japan?
I had heard it was really clean.
Very clean.
I had heard people were quieter than I was used to. I knew it was going to be hot.
Hot. Really hot.
Really hot.
And humid.
Yeah. And all of those have been true, too. I think I had more of a narrow idea of what a Japanese person looks like, and that has not been true.
Yeah.
There's many different ways Japanese people can look like, so that's cool to see.
Do you find any differences between you thought before and now?
I think people are friendlier than I was expecting.
Friendly.
Yeah.
You thought?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to be able to talk to a stranger or Google Translate messages back and forth with somebody at a bar or just ask for help if I needed it. It's been very surprisingly welcoming. And I don't know what people are saying behind my back, but everyone seemed really, really kind.
Oh, that's nice. You visited many cities already. Which city is that?
This one.
This one, so
Fukuoka,
Fukuoka, yeah. If you could bring something back to your hometown, what would you bring?
Fresh fish.
Fresh fish. It's too difficult to bring.
Well, yeah, where
Yeah, I
I
know.
live is like very landlocked. Like,
Yeah, fresh fish.
yeah.
Any other things?
I have noticed like people being very caring, and I kind of mentioned that already, but we're working with a Japanese staff too as part of the show that we do.
Yeah.
And they're traveling with us too, and I just feel like the care and like attention to detail that they show, and just like real willingness to help, even if it's maybe not part of their job description or something. Like just that like care
Yeah.
is very cool. That's something I wish I could take home and maybe have a little more of, or like show a little more
Oh,
of
that's nice.
in my hometown. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about differences between your hometown and Japan?
I think in general, it feels like there are fewer rules at home. Like we like walk around and are eating all the time, and people wear a lot less clothing, and it's fine. And you can talk on the phone wherever you want, it's fine. You can pretty much smoke wherever you want, it's fine.
How do you feel that kind of differences? Is that stressful or comfortable?
Sometimes if I think I've made a blunder, like I don't want to offend people, so if I've done something rude, then I'm like, oh no, like, I'm so sorry to everyone around me. But like, I don't know, in general, it's just different.
Just
Yeah.
different.
It's just different. It's something to be aware of.
That's
It's not like making me like hyper vigilant or like nervous all the time. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to visit Japan again?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, I would like to visit again.
Next time, which part do you want to go?
I want to spend more time in Sendai next time.
Sendai.
Yes, I only had one afternoon this time around, and it's beautiful. That reminded me of home, actually. Like the
Really?
big trees and kind of it's very green.
Yeah.
From what I could see, lots of parks, and that's what I'm used to. That was really cool.
Lastly, what message would you like to convey to people who are considering visiting Japan?
Just come ready to observe and learn. It's different, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge different.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
it's
fun.
really different. Yeah. Every aspect of life is different. Food's different. People are different. The streets are different. Buildings look different. But not bad different, just different.
Have you ever been to any other Asian country?
I've been to India.
India.
Yeah. I traveled around there a bit too. Yeah. And that's really different from here too. This is a totally new experience for me. Yeah.
Totally different. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to meet you.